Thank you. You know, I may not know much about art, but I do really like some of that Chinese stuff. Like that vase that was sitting up there.
A vase? Why, I didn't know Brinsley possessed a vase. What does it look like? I have a curious fascination with this sort of work.
Well, it was sitting on the table over there. Very fine.
I would very much like to see it.
Well, we all have drinks. How about we make a toast? Daddy's regimental toast. Raise your glasses to the 25th horse, confusion to its enemies.
I'll drink to that. Confusion.
Up the old 25th.
Thank you, Dumpling. That was very kind of you. Very kind indeed. Damn it! That's gin!
I've got a lemonade.
Wait. That must be alcohol, I assume.
I think this is for you. And there we are.
Yes, let's try again, shall we?
Quite right. Bottoms up.
I can't say anything.
Daddy, please.
I don't care, Dumpling. If I blow us up, then I'm going to blow us up. This is ridiculous. Damn it! Damn it! Oh, my God. There was a vase sitting right over there. Where is it now?
Vase. Can I see it? I'm very interested in this sort of thing. I would very much like to see the vase.
Vase? I wouldn't have a vase! Plus, who's pretentious enough to call it a vase?
What the devil are you doing here?
Oh, me? Nothing.
Don't be impertinent. Did you go to the pub?
Yeah, but it was closed.
Oh, but you couldn't have gone in that time, surely.
Yeah, I did.
That's 5 streets away, Mr. Miller.
Needs must the double drives, Miss Furrow, whatever the hell that means.
Now look here. I've been very patient with you, young man, but I just want your oath that you went to the bar. Now I don't want to doubt your words, sir. All the same, but you have been acting very peculiar this evening. I know a liar in the light, and I know a liar in the dark.
Daddy, Pooh, please.
In a moment, let me talk, Dumpling. Now, Brinsley, I want you to tell me, did you go to the bar or not? Well?
Brinsley, Daddy's talking to you!
Why are you shouting?
Oh, yes, of course, I agree, sir.
Well, what's your answer then?
Not everybody would have caught that. That was a keen remark there, Colonel.
Now, look you here. I've been very patient with you, young man, but enough is enough. It's P.E. now. Patience exhausted. If you think I'm going to let my daughter marry a born liar, then you are sadly mistaken.
Mary?
Well,
Did he just say Mary?
that's the general idea.
Well, I never. You and this young lady, Bryn.
Are what's lovingly known as engaged. Of course, subject to Daddy's approval.
Well.
We were keeping it a secret.
Evidently. How long has this been going on? How long has this been going on?
Oh, not long, just a couple months.
Oh, you sly cat. You sly, secretive cat.
I was going to tell you, Harold. You were the one person I was going to tell.
But you didn't.
I did. I just never got around to it.
You chose to keep it from me.
I didn't choose.
Say no more. You've no obligation to share confidence with me. I've only been your neighbor for 3 years.
Oh, stop getting huffy.
I've always assumed there was something more than a geographic closeness between us, but obviously I was mistaken.
Keep getting huffy, Harold.
I'm not getting anything. It's just my fault for trusting you when I shouldn't have. Silly me. Silly, stupid trusting me.
Good God, man.
Oh, come on, Mr. Orange. We really haven't told anybody. Not one single soul-y poo, really.
At the moment, Dumpling, there's nothing to tell, and I'm not sure there ever will be.
Daddy.
Now, look, Brinsley, we may have gotten off on the wrong foot.
But hey, if that's my fault, sir, I apologize.
Indeed. Now, I'll overlook your damn peculiar behavior this once, but know this, Miller. My daughter is very very dear to me, and if you show you can look after her, I'll consider this whole thing favorably. I can't say it fairer than that, can I?
Thank you, sir. Most fair, sir. Most fair.
Of course he can look after me, Daddy. Brinsley's work is going to be world famous one day. In 5 years, I'll be up just like Mrs. Michelangelo.
There wasn't a Mrs. Michelangelo.
Wasn't there?
No. He had passionate feelings of a rather different nature.
Well, I didn't know that was boring.
Look, Harold, I'm sorry. Can't we just be friends?
You know,
I'm not sure I can contemplate being friends with a viper.
Come on, Mr. Orange. It's really a case of forgive and forget it, Pooh.
oh, to err is human, to forgive divine.
Wasn't that somebody else?
Oh, so many people copied him.
Do you need any help, Miss Grenville?
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm just getting myself another lemonade. And that's all right with Mr. Miller, of course.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
Mr. Orange, would you like another Jeanette line?
Oh, all right. I don't mind if I do. I must say, there's nothing nicer than having a booze up with a pretty girl.
You haven't even seen me yet.
Oh, I just know it. Brinsley always had the finest taste in ladies. Why? I always said to him, your taste in ladies is the same as my taste in porcelain.
Harold.
Oh, there's nothing to be ashamed of, Prin. Oh, in fact, I found a picture of one of Brin's old bits from a few years ago. She was pretty in a blousy sort of way.
Oh, which one was that? Oh, I suppose she means Clea.
Oh,
Harold.
You knew her?
Oh, yes. I mean, she's not one you can easily forget.
Really? I find it odd that you remember her, considering this whole thing happened 2 years ago.
2 years?
Yes, Harold. 2 years ago. Harold, it happened how many years ago,
It did
Harold?
not happen 2 years
Harold,
I
2 years ago, Harold!
Now that you mention it, I remember her perfectly. I mean, she's not one you could easily forget,
You
could
mean
you?
she was pretty?
No, not at all. In fact, I think I'd say the opposite. She was rather plain.
Harold, oh, she was nothing of the kind.
Oh, she was. For one thing, she had bad teeth. They were yellow and stuck out like picket fence. And she had bad skin too. I remember it. It was like a new pink wallpaper with an old gray, crumbly background just creeping up on it.
Nothing like that, Harold.
Oh, she did. She did. Hey, I'm just giving my opinion.
You've never given it before.
Well, I was never asked.
This is disgraceful.
Oh, you know I never liked her, Brinsley. She was too clever by half.
and so tirelessly bohemian.
You mean she was as pretentious as her name? I bet she was. In the picture I found of her, she was wearing a sultry peasant kind of blouse. She looked like Fabio on the cover of a romance novel. What is it, Bryn?
What'd you do that for, Harold?
What did I do?
Well, come on, I know it wasn't the Colonel.
What was, sir?
Clea! I was just remembering her, sir, and you were all saying the most awful things. She was great. She was nice. She was kind. She was beautiful. She was original. She was so caring and considerate in every possible way.
You told me she was as cozy as a steel razor.
Did I? That doesn't sound like me. I'm sure I didn't say that, no.
You told me in this room when I asked you what she was like, she was nice, clever, and about as cozy as a steel
Still right away, fine. I said it, so bloody what?
So nothing!
Oh my God, this is unbelievable!
What's all this talk about her being all kind and tender all of a sudden?
She could be. On occasion.
Very rare occasions, I imagine.
Not so rare at all.
Meaning what exactly, Brinsley? Brinsley, I'm talking to you!
Just go up to my room. Meet me there. I'll be there in a moment.
Oh, now! Do you think this is
I wasn't talking to you!
What did you say?
Oh, I think he wants you upstairs. For what purpose I can't begin to imagine.
They're doing more of that plotting, I dare